Hey, what's going on, guys? I know I'm a little late to the party on this, but it's been a crazy last couple of weeks with all these Tamer games updating and releasing, so I hope you guys can forgive me for that. Anyways, with that being said, today I wanted to break down the recently released Anatons trailer. Now, if you don't know, Anatons is an open-world monster taming RPG that pits you in the wilderness and tasks you with building a base, catching and battling Anatons in real-time combat, PvP, and large-scale exploration. Honestly, from what I've seen, it looks pretty awesome, hence why I wanted to make sure I get this video out, even if it's a week late. Also, I did do a Monster Tamer showcase covering the game with what info we have been given on the Discord, so if you want more information about the game itself and whatnot, make sure to check it out. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's jump right in. The teaser is about 30 seconds long, so I don't anticipate this video being super long as a result. Just a side note to anyone who has played Ark, apparently from what my brother and people in my Discord have been saying, it does seem to take a lot of inspiration from Ark, which makes sense because Bolo, one of the devs, specifically states that Anatons is inspired by Ark, and also of note is that Hoki Roya, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, one of the staff members at 2Bigo, is a developer of various Ark mods, so it's no surprise. Now, before I see Barry commenting in the comments, yes, Barry, I will try Ark, just let things cool down first, and then I will try when I have time. Anyway, let's play this thing. Okay, so right off the bat, we see this vast world. Two pieces of noteworthy information that Bolo stated in the Anatons Discord were that the world, whilst fixed, will have particular areas that could change. For example, a crystal forest could be just that at one point, and then a toxic lake at another point. So one of the areas that we can see in the distance could be a rotating one. The other important piece of information is that they want to make various biomes something that you can see from a distance before heading towards them to catch a particular type of Anaton. This is extremely noteworthy as we can sort of guess which biomes we see based on the types in the game, which are fire, water, nature, rock, ice, electric, toxic, wind, and crystal. So from this image, we can definitely see a lot of lush greens, which I'm assuming will be home to many nature types, alongside a sandy beach, which could contain both earth and water types. Some of the mountainous regions could also include earth, but also rock types, and perhaps within these mountains there are cave networks which we would see more rock types and perhaps crystal types in as well. Towards the top of the mountain, I could see some wind types existing, but also more notably ice types, as they seem to be quite frigid with them being snow-topped and whatnot. As for other types, this is just one angle of the map, and perhaps there's a lot more that we're not seeing, or the rotating's in effect, and we can't see particular other biomes. We also get to see this ram dude on the right, which looks to be an earth ice type just based on design. It looks like maybe a ram or a mountain goat or whatever, so yeah. Here we see a couple bug Anatons as well as two jetpack dragon boys of a different color palette. Now, my first assumption is that this confirms the shiny variants. I expected there to be some sort of shiny system, as shinies are very popular in the monster taming world, so if you were wondering, there you go. I am curious as to how exactly they plan on dealing with shinies though, whether they'll simply just have random stats or if they'll go the Coromon route where the shinies are the quote-unquote perfect forms of high potential mons, but only time will tell. I'm also not even really sure if they have IVs and EVs or an equivalent to that in this game, so yeah. So now we get a look at the starters in Anatons, the first being this fire-typed rhino, the second being this water seal, and the third being this kung fu panda guy with a bamboo stick, which I'm fine with as long as it doesn't turn into a damn drum set. We actually do get the names of these for those of you who are on their Facebook page. The water type's called Lucille, the nature is called Pungi, and the fire type, which is most notable here, is called Rhynic. Now, the reason I say this is notable is because I think we covered this guy in Monster Tamer News one week, but basically there was an Anaton revealed called Explino, which is spelled like rhino as well. The two share various themes, the obvious one being fire rhinos. They got similar ears, similar brown-topped head, etc. I think it's pretty obvious where I'm going with this. They're clearly part of the same evolutionary path. My question is whether or not Explino is the final form or the middle form, or perhaps we might see some sort of branched evolution. I'm not too sure. What do you guys think? Here we see some deer, one of which is an alternate color scheme. Judging by the placement of the mountains, it looks like we're in the previously mentioned forest area at this point. Same thing with this shot. We see some previously mentioned Anatons if you watched my showcase video. This is part of a 3-stage evolutionary line. The small guy is called Stegra. It has a middle form called Leavgron, which we don't see here, and then the big guy is Segron, if I pronounce that correctly. These were some of the first Anatons revealed, and I honestly thought this would originally be the nature starter, but evidently I was wrong. So in this shot, we see another angle of the world as well as the water starter alongside this crystal Anatons on the left. The monster in question is named Mesro and was also one of the first Anatons teased and we covered in our Monster Tamer showcase, and like I said, it's a crystal type. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the teaser. It's only about 30 seconds long, 24 if you cut out the idling end screen there. So yeah, something that's extremely interesting is if you go to the Anaton's YouTube channel and watch this trailer as opposed to the much larger Hokiroya Digital Art channel, you'll find this end screen, which an end screen is an annotation that YouTubers use to link other content. You can either let YouTube decide which video it suggests, or you can do it yourself. Either way, it links to a private video, which I'm assuming means that they have more to show us, and this is in place so that when the next teaser does come out, they won't have to go back and change the old one to include that. YouTube doesn't auto-generate private videos by any means, so this is definitely intentional. I'm kind of hyped knowing that they have something lined up. Overall, the game is looking pretty promising. I'm definitely going to keep covering it as it is something that interests me quite a bit. And as you guys know, it's kind of like the main thing for me. Something interests me, I talk about it. I want to know what you guys think of Anaton's and specifically this trailer as well. Make sure to let me know in the comments below, and if you did enjoy this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, GymLeaderEd, check out our subscriber Discord, all links in the description. Until next time guys, peace.